Welcome back. This episode is not for you gearheads. This episode is not for those of you who like to watch other hikers' feet go down the trail. This is for total like food geeks and people that love to like pour over their nutrition and individual ingredients. So here's how this all started. I went to the store to buy some muesli because got to get my muesli in the morning. And I was like, why am I buying muesli? Why don't I just make my own? So I bought the ingredients to make my own muesli. And when I got home, before I made it, I happened upon it, whether it was a video or a website, from some guy in America who happened upon this. I forgot how he got it, but he got a package of this from this German company of backpacking food. And the deal with this company was in one single bag, they have all of the food that's necessary and all of the nutrition, all the carbs, all the calories for one single day. It's kind of like a blended food. So you opened it up and it kind of looked like cereal-ish, granola-ish sort of thing, all kind of together. And so what I was like, why not try to do my own version of that? Because again, I'm not one of those people that needs to wake up and have like my coffee. I don't need to have like a cooked meal. I don't care if I'm eating blended food, and hey, I can eat smoothies all day long. And so what I did is I started trying to put together as few ingredients as possible into a meal that had all of the nutrients for the day. And I realized people pointed out in the last video that I am on the site that I'm using, it does use USDA, and I totally get that industry has influenced those. And so that aside, let's just leave that out of the conversation. I did use a site that goes by the USDA. I did go more with things that I wanted more with and less with things that I didn't really care that much about. But here's what I came up with. In this bag right here is 3,400 calories worth of food. It is altogether somewhere around 30 ounces. And this has every nutrient that you are supposed to have during the day, every vitamin, every mineral. Actually, I think it's short on a couple vitamins. I think it's short on it is short on vitamin K, which I think, sorry, my camera keeps cutting out after every few minutes, so I apologize if this video is going to have a bunch of cuts in it. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but I believe the last words I said were vitamin K. So vitamin K, which is for, I believe, blood clotting and bone growth. And in all of the research, there's actually never been a study that's shown that vitamin K is needed for endurance sort of activities. So I'm a little short with vitamin K. I'm okay with it. So in this bag right here, just the part that I made is 3,000 calories. What I did do is I added one bar in there that's almost 400 calories. So it brings up the grand total to somewhere around 3,400 calories. The bar that I put in, it's not one that I've seen a lot on YouTube. It's called a Bobo bar, and I realize this video is not supposed to be about the bar, but as long as I'm thinking about it, not sure if anybody has heard of this bar before. But this particular bar right here is, this all adds up to 380 calories in this bar right here. And the bar is heavy, so this weighs a little tiny bit less than two Lara bars. So this one bar is equal to 2 Lara bars, not too shabby. All right, so what the heck is in the rest of this? I don't know if you can see the consistency. I know I have some markings on there. I'll try to come up slow so it stays in focus, but it basically looks like cereal. And what is in here is 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 cup of almonds, 4 tablespoons of sunflower kernels. The one supplement I have is 1 serving of Amazing Grass. And again, you could take this out and you still meet all the nutritional needs. The reason why I put this in here is because it does come with a lot of probiotics, and it is that kind of substitute for the vegetables that you wouldn't be eating. So I do put 1 scoop in here. It is flavored chocolate, so that helps influence the overall taste. I don't have, let's just pretend these are apricots. I don't have any the apricots left, but there's apricots. There are 30 dates that are in here. There is 8 tablespoons of soy milk. There are 2 tablespoons of flaxseed. There is 1 packet. I was short on a couple of vitamins like vitamin C, so I did stick in 1 packet of Emergency, and this is the immune with the extra vitamin D. So I put in 1 packet of that, and I think it also helps, I think, with the flavor. I put in a couple tablespoons of goji berries. These are wicked high in vitamin A. I put in 7 tablespoons of cranberries, and I know that, most of the packaged cranberries are, practically like candy with the sugar in them, but I love them, and it does add a little bit of sweetness to it. I don't have any figs here. I used the fig package, but I did have 10 figs that went in here, and also added some Himalayan sea salt into the mixture. So, I also added TVP into this for the protein. What I did with everything is I have a little grinder, like my wife used to grind coffee beans, and so I used that. And so a lot of the things like the TVP, I ground this right up, so it was like, flour like dust. I even ground up the sunflower seeds. Everything else went into the food processor, into the blender, into the food processor, and got blended up really small. So I've snuck a little bit of this as I've been eating it, but I haven't actually tried it. So this is like the first time. So one of the issues with it, and I don't know if you can see, is that it is loose. I don't know if that's going to ever be seen on the camera. Originally I thought it would be kind of like, a bar, but it would need a significant more increased number in like figs or dates or some kind of fruit like that to bind it together. I didn't want to put in something sugary like a rice syrup or something like that. I definitely want no part of baking anything. I don't want to do anything that even smells like cooking. So I don't mind throwing ingredients into a blender and hitting the button and then pouring them into a bag, but I'm sorry, I don't want to cook. So here you go, ready for this experiment. So if you just took it out like this, very good. This is weird. Sorry to be eating my food in front of you. But it tastes really good. It does. The blend of everything together tastes wicked good. There is a little sharpness of sweetness. I don't know if that's the Emergency. I don't know. There is like a little sharp sweet flavor that wasn't expecting. That's good. It's good stuff. All right, I'm going to try it one more way for you. What if we cold soaked it? I can tell you just from those 2 bites, very dense. You can tell that it's very dense. All right, now originally when I made this, I was thinking about cold soaking it, and I just poured way too much water in there. And one of the thoughts I had was when I was blending it, would it increase or decrease the amount of time it would take to soak if I was to cold soak it? So even when I did the oats, I put these into the grinder as well. And so basically I put in oat flour with the thought that it would, absorb water so much faster. So one of my original thoughts was maybe to have this for like a quick breakfast like this, quick lunch, dinner, and bring a bar to eat in between. The other thing now that I think about it is that if I was going to use it for cold soaking like this, I would probably put in, let me taste it first. I was going to say I was going to put in more like soy milk or something, but after tasting it, I would not. What's weird is that I don't taste any one ingredient. There's this really strange, unique flavor. That's kind of cool. There is a sweetness that I don't know if I like. I'm going to try making another packet to bring with me hiking, and I think I'm gonna leave out the emergency. I think that's adding I don't know. There's like an edgy sweetness to this that I think is a little bit too much, but it's still pretty good. It's gonna work. All right. Yes, I did just eat on the video. So that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'm gonna try another bag of that without the emergency. I think might have also be making it extra sweet. I ran out of apricots, and so I love these things. So I put in a lot more cranberries to help substitute for the apricots, and even more than, I think I said 7 tablespoons. I put in a lot more cranberries, and I'm wondering if that's making it too sweet as well. The other thing that makes it 3,400 calories is I did work into the menu plan a few dried bananas, and I didn't put them into it. I didn't chop them up because I do like chomping on them when I go down the trail. I find that if I take it out of this bag and kind of loosely package it, it gets drier and more leathery, more like leather, and more chewy. So I put in some strips of banana as well. These are from Trader Joe's. I also make my own that don't have the sulfur dioxide, but I usually always have a package of these on hand just in case I'm going right away and I don't have time to make my own, or I've run out or something like that. All right, so that's it. That is the superfood. Again, what you're looking at, let me take the air out of this bag. You are looking at 3,400 calories. Actually, I took the bar out, but obviously the bar doesn't take up that much space. You're looking at 3,400 calories, and just this bag, I wrote it down, weighs 26.5 ounces. So if you put all those ingredients into a food processor, chop them up, bring your cold soak container and a spoon, and that is all you would need for a hike. I know if you're going on a through hike, you're going to need more than 3,400 calories, but man, I'm not going on a through hike anytime soon. I don't know if I need 4,000 calories during the day. Just that little amount. I mean, I know this sounds silly, but I could feel it. It's heavyweight food. This is not like eating cold cereal or just plain old oatmeal. It was a lot more dense. The other reason too, just before I forget, the other reason why I blended it too, not blended it, but the reason why I ground it is I thought it would take up less space in my pack. So I figured if you took all of these same ingredients and left them whole, obviously it would take up more space. I'm not sure how much I saved, but that was one of the reasons. But again, one day food in one single little tiny Ziploc bag. All right, thanks for geeking out with me on food. Try the recipe, put in your own ingredients. Now that it's soaked for a little while, I think it's actually gotten better because all of the floury powder things kind of absorb the water, but the fruit is still nice and chewy in chunks. So there you go. I don't know. I'll have to come up with a fancy name for it. All right. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.